looking at me.
I'm walking in, I'm walking in, I'm walking in.
Everyone is looking at me.
I'll have this drink, or maybe three. I'll have this drink.
Everybody's drinking with me.
I'll have this drink, or maybe three. I'll have this drink. Everybody's drinking with me. Shot down, leave alone with nobody else. Shot down, leave alone again. Shot down, leave alone with nobody else. Shot down, leave alone again. Come sit with me, come sit with me, come sit with me.
Pretty baby, won't you sit down?
Come sit with me, come sit with me, come sit with me.
Pretty baby, won't you sit down?
You have this drink, this one's on me, this one's for free.
Everybody's drinking on me.
You have this drink, this one's on me, this one's for free. Everybody's drinking on me. Shot down, leave alone with nobody else. Shot down, leave alone again. Shot down, leave alone with nobody else. Shot down, leave alone again. It's softer now, I'm softer now, I'm softer
This
now.
party's closing down, let's head out.
It's softer now, I'm softer now, I'm softer
This
now.
party's closing down, let's head out.
It's not that late, we'll find something. It's not that late,
It's really not that late.
it's not that late, we'll find something. It's not that late, it's only 3 a.m. Shot down, leave alone with nobody else. Shot down, leave alone again. Shot down, leave alone with nobody else. Shot down, leave alone again. Shot down,
lights on. Welcome into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me for the first time in a little while, it seems like, is hashtag Cori Bear.
Hi, I'm back.
You're back. Joining with us, as always, Team No Sick Days are Greg and I. Joining with us, as always, 50 Shades Greg.
Welcome back, Cori.
Oh, yeah, hashtag Super Greg. Do it. Do the thing.
Yeah.
And all the way in
Welcome
LA.
back.
I think he really hasn't missed too many shows. Maybe one or two. Is our best friend Pete?
No, I've definitely missed a handful. That's me.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Am I looking into the camera? Looking at the camera. Looking at
Handsome
the
as
camera.
always.
You have a Where's Waldo shirt on.
I thought it was orange. Am
Not
I?
very effective. I've already found you.
I don't know.
You
the
were
color.
in my
Are you
heart.
just discovering what you're wearing now?
I'm really just figuring out what color it was.
Oh.
It's like the blue gray thing. I just like you're saying it's red. Maybe it's a little orange. Might be pink. I don't really know.
No, I don't know.
So,
Okay, nobody knows.
how was everybody's weekend?
Great.
No comment?
No, it's good. It's good. I've just been taking care of a sick baby.
Oh,
A real
no.
baby or a
No, just
animal baby?
Tell us whatever you're comfortable telling us.
Oh no, I mean it's nothing. It was just an emergency. I got home from work Sunday and he has a tumor on his eye that we had. I already had the day scheduled, but that tumor basically
Ruptured?
yeah, and he was just bleeding everywhere.
Yikes.
So I called them on Monday. Shout out to Helping Hands in Richmond, Virginia, because they basically told me if I could get him there by 7:30 in the morning on Tuesday, they would fit him in, and they did. And he's fine. He's running around. He's conned me into giving him his pills and bacon.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
If that was a choice, I would take all pills with bacon too.
I do take my pills with bacon.
But he's fine. He's good. He's got both of his tumors removed, and he's a healthy baby.
Good.
That's good.
Well, that's
Good news.
fantastic.
Greg, how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. Turns out Lilu was peeing in Tim's room. Damn it.
Never lost my ass.
Damn it! Damn it!
Never lost.
I mean, at least once or twice. We discovered that. Trying to think of what else. I an ex-roommate back in Little Rock, Arkansas, who had nothing to do with Pops until I suggested that she watch this show. Shout out Misty Reed! And she went out and bought Pops. She bought the some Star Wars Pops.
Awesome.
Sent me a picture. And I think that was freaking awesome because this is someone that would have never bought Pops. So she's just being super supportive.
Very
I
cool.
love her for it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
What's her name?
The Mist.
Thank you so much, The Mist.
The Mist is
I feel like
rolling
I'm
in.
talking to a professional wrestler.
It is. She is. It's The Mist. Anyways.
Pete, how was your weekend?
My weekend. My weekend.
You got it.
No, really well. It was not as intense as Cori's or as delightful as Sir Greg's, but it was fun and eventful. Helped out with Cherished Hands a little bit. Helped out with Covenant House, prepping for the sleep out with Covenant House, and just doing some stuff around LA.
Cool.
Trying to fix up some karma points.
Nice.
Awesome. Very cool.
Killing it.
All right, guys. Well, we're out of time for this segment, but coming back after this. Thank God I didn't want to hear about anybody else's
No.
weekend. Damn.
Boring.
It's like the pet update now.
It really
just be the
is.
pet update.
Well, because
Pretty much.
none of us have children.
Dog, cat.
There isn't a child in here.
Anyway, coming back, we got
no-
Netflix and Spill.
Thank goodness. Michael Jackson documentary.
Stay tuned. More after this.
Rain dance! Make it rain. congratulations to Bryce Harper, the Phillies organization, a team that is stacked now. I still don't know that they're the heads-up favorite coming out of the National League. They've made the most additions in the offseason, and this, of course, is the pinnacle with Bryce Harper. But the Mets still have better pitching. Atlanta is still going to be in a conversation. Hell, it's not like the Nationals are going to fall off a cliff now.
Weekdays, 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern on the Fantasy Sports Network and on your popular podcast providers.
Pop, 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 pop.
It's Poppin' Off.
I want to call him Alex Boob because he told me when we called him, he said I can call him Alex Boob.
Is it true what Danny just said?
Yeah, you could call me Boob.
Okay, cool. All right, well, dope.
Since growing up, everyone calls me Boobs or Booby.
I'm in on that.
Shows a lot of confidence, and I like
See,
it.
and it's really weird because growing up with the name Peter, everyone just called me Dick.
I call you that for a different reason.
Watch live and on demand at youtube.com/Poppin' Off Show.
Welcome back into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me, as always, I got to get back into the rhythm of that. Joining with me, as always, is hashtag Cori Bear.
Oh my God, it is Duke's last home game, and they are only up by 1 point. I'm having a meltdown. Hi, Greg.
Hey!
As always, 50 Shades Greg.
Hey, everybody.
You didn't say your catchphrase yet. Feels really off.
Guys, you could be anywhere doing anything. Thanks for being here, doing us.
Can't do it that way.
No, I thought that was it.
All the way in LA.
It's different every time. It's different every time.
That was good.
Thanks, buddy.
What's that guy's name? Zion something? I don't know. Hope
Williamson.
you lose this.
Williamson. Zion Williamson.
Yeah. He doesn't play anymore.
He's not going to play until the UNC game.
Yeah, I watch sports.
Sports.
All right, let's get on to a topic we know a little bit more about. Netflix and Spill.
Yeah, we do.
So the first thing I want to talk about, we meant to actually preview this last week, and kind of just get into what was going to be on Netflix for March.
Yeah.
Because they release this like a couple weeks out every month.
Yeah.
They tell you some of the stuff. So there's tons of articles. We got ours from Forbes. Shout out to Forbes. Shout out to Forbes. They really need our press.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they do.
their whole website's gonna fail without us. But anyway, so they made this really long list. There's a couple of things on here that are worth mentioning. But one that I'm actually super excited about, we actually touched on last week, and it was the Losers miniseries. I'm super excited about that. That came out March 1st. So I definitely recommend that as some of the viewing for March for Netflix.
Yeah.
Some of the other stuff we
I
got.
want to get to that. Looks really good.
It is
Really
really
does.
good. Yeah. So far it's been really good.
Cool.
Apollo 13, which is cool. In case you want to check that out. We've got Stuart Little.
Oh, Stuart Little.
Sweeney Todd.
I actually really loved Sweeney Todd.
Really?
I love Sweeney Todd.
Orange.
Yeah, I was gonna
actually
ask
going
you,
to
Pete.
say, how did you just skip A Clockwork Orange?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't just skip it.
Yes.
I was going to announce it last.
Well, I mean, it's the
If you
first one on
haven't
the
seen
list.
I know it's the first one on the list.
I
That's why I
love
was
that
going to announce
that's
it
gonna be on
last.
there.
I do too.
Wet Hot American Summer.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So
How is that not on there already? Because they have the series.
I know. I don't know
That's
why.
crazy.
I exactly. I thought the same thing. That's why I figured I'd mention it now.
Yeah.
But it looks to me like a lot of the stuff that's on here is kind of more like past stuff. There's some new stuff on here, but like a lot of stuff that I guess almost should have been on here already.
Right.
Type of thing. You know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying.
So
Yeah.
do you
Got
guys
that
see anything
vibe.
on the list that you wanted to mention? Those were the couple that I wanted to mention just really quick. I know Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I watched that a long time ago on Hulu.
Dude, that movie is amazing.
Yeah.
That was on Netflix at
That's
one
an
point.
amazing
That's just
movie.
coming back.
I thought it was on Hulu originally.
It was on Netflix.
Did it go Netflix, then Hulu, then back to Netflix?
Probably, but it was on Netflix. I remember binge watching that. I
It was
got a real
so
dirty story
weird,
about
but
that movie.
in like the best way. It was so weird.
Dude, I introduced him to that, and he loved it. He actually, I think he turned to me and he was like, your taste in movies just got a little bit more respect from me. Like, because it's a really great movie. It doesn't look like it's going to be, it's amazing. If
Right.
you haven't seen it,
Right.
you should see it.
The
There's
last,
some good comedy specials coming out, though.
yes.
Nate Bargatze, Amy Schumer, both their comedy specials are going to be real good.
Yes, definitely. Cool. I just watched the new Burt Kreischer one that was on in February.
The Machine.
I love The Machine. But no, it's his new special. I think it's called Secret something. I can't remember what it's called.
I don't
anyway,
know.
It's very funny.
I'm just living for Netflix original true crime dramas. That's what I live for nowadays.
Oh, me too.
I've turned into a middle-aged housewife.
Yeah.
The last thing I wanted to mention.
And then you got murdered by your middle-aged house husband.
I think it's of note is Trailer Park Boys, the animated Netflix original series.
I love Trailer Park Boys.
But they're doing an animated series that's coming out the last day of March. March 31st, this thing's going to be released. I haven't seen any trailer or preview or teaser or anything for this.
Yeah.
So is it just going to be like the Clerks Uncensored series? Do you remember that? Did you watch that?
Yeah.
I loved Clerks Uncensored, the cartoon series.
I don't like this idea. It's risky for me because I love the series so much.
Yeah.
So, but, I could ignore it.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Minus Bubbles right now.
Oh, really?
You didn't hear about
Bubbles
this?
is under fire for sexual assault.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that? Really? Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Mike Smith, who has, again, 2 British versions of, Emmys. He's under fire. He had a previous case in London, and then he's got one in LA now. And so,
This is why we can't have nice things.
That
boys.
Unbelievable.
All right, guys. Let's move on.
Don't be a creeper.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Stop touching folks in their swimsuit area.
Yeah.
Without their permission.
Without permission.
Let's move on before Greg says something dangerous.
All right, here we go.
So we'll move on from just Netflix to Amazon Prime original programming, which is, I guess, less popular. I don't ever really check out Amazon Prime for their original programming.
Well,
but
they were like one of the last ones. It's like, okay, I'm going to check Hulu. Is there anything on Hulu? Is there anything on Netflix? I guess I'll go to Amazon Prime.
Right. But I did watch this first season, so this is the second season. So, guys, can we roll that clip really quick?
I have been itching to hone that danger reflex of yours.
And quick.
What?
We'll be working on that one a lot. Villains will plunder. New heroes will rise.
I'm with Aegis. We're reopening the local Aegis branch.
Next stop, testing. Stand in the yellow square.
The yellow square says danger.
Yes, that's the one.
Well, this is a little fun, right? Need to kill. You need a hug.
What was that?
Hug fight!
We got more power together.
Yeah! The Tick season 2!
Yeah.
It's awesome. I liked season 1.
I haven't seen anything about it, and just watching that little trailer, I was like, oh, okay. All right. I can get a giggle out of this.
Yeah.
Little giggle.
Yeah. It's funny, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Watch season 1.
I will. That's what I'm saying.
If you know anybody with Amazon Prime, check out season 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I think it was good.
I have it.
Absolutely worth it. It's absolutely worth it. It's really funny. I mean, Patrick Warburton as the original Tick, I still kind of in my heart.
Yeah.
I love it, but the guy right now, I can never pronounce his last name, but like it's Peter Serafinowicz or something like that. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy. What a bunch of a-holes.
He was in Guardians of the Galaxy, but he was also Oi, prick! Oi, prick!
I'm waiting.
Hate.
I'm waiting.
Hate.
Oi, prick! Yes.
Oh. Is that Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah, he was in Shaun of the Dead. He was Sean's roommate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He turns into a zombie upstairs.
Yeah, in the shower.
I have numerous voicemails of Danny just leaving that. Just like 1-2 minute voicemails of him just going, Pay. That's why I don't listen to any of Danny's voicemails.
Well, when I found out Pete wasn't listening to my voicemails, then I just left them for myself. At that point, I was like, I'm going to leave you a voicemail so you see a notification that I left you a voicemail.
I think I still have them. They're like 1.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Well, that's friendship.
Yeah. I just talk. Some of the time I just forgot that I was actually talking to the voicemail. I just thought I was talking to him and he was just really quiet.
I'm a good listener. I'm a real good listener. But the Tick too. It's
So anyway,
Awkward silence.
everybody's yay on Tik.
I'm yay. I'm yay.
All right,
I'll check it
times
out.
two.
very cool.
I'll check it out.
I do have to say this. So big shout out to Billy McDonald. He helped me out. It's called Secret Time. The new Burt Kreischer special on Netflix is called Secret Time. It's really fun. I was crying laughing at it. It was really fun because he talks about his family a lot. So he's talking about like his daughter and
Because
his
Secret
wife.
Time sounds like the time that Michael Jackson had with Macaulay Culkin.
No,
and he was like,
let's not-
Macaulay,
no,
it's Secret Time.
We will talk about the Michael Jackson documentary on a different day.
No.
Let's go rapid fire. We only have 2 minutes.
That's poopy work. That's poopy work.
So one of the Stranger Things.
Yeah.
No, me and Blake are scared. We're scared.
So one of the actors from Stranger Things is a potential cast member of the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this? Because I mean, we've already seen the 4 main kids from Stranger Things dressed up like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It's like
true.
already
That's very true.
happened.
That's very true.
So was this like a future plot to like, hey, we heard that Ghostbusters might make a third one with kids?
Well, they already fit in, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're in a supernatural TV series on Netflix already.
Yeah.
It's like perfect casting. What?
Or hypothetical, what if they play the younger version of, since they're making a more modern version now and it's in the same universe, what if they play the younger version of the star now as a Ghostbuster dressed up?
Perhaps.
Interesting.
I don't know.
All right, last thing, because we only got a minute left. Last thing, The Sandlot is being turned into a TV series with the original cast.
Nope.
What do you mean, no? What do you mean, no?
How?
I don't know. I feel like The Sandlot was so popular because they were younger.
Yeah, but what if the TV
Like,
series is
still-
made through flashbacks, like This Is Us and stuff?
Well, then at that point, I don't consider it really. Like, you can't say it's with the original cast. It was just the original cast doing stuff and it's flashbacks.
Yeah.
I asked the question. I didn't have to have the answer for it.
Yeah. True.
No.
And you don't.
I don't
Nobody
know. Some
does.
things you got to just leave alone.
Yeah.
It's the Cobra Kai method right now that they're looking at because of the success of Cobra Kai. But it was a completely different take. It was giving the bad guy a good appearance now. Now it's like following the same team, but like they're just older.
All right, guys, we're out of
I
time.
don't want to know that you can't play baseball anymore.
We're going to come back, do some hashtag trending. Got plenty more popping off. Stay tuned, everybody.
It's Poppin' Off.
I want to call him Alex Boob because he told me when we called him, he said I can call him Alex Boob.
Is it true what Danny just said?
Yeah, you could call me Boob.
Okay, cool. All right, well, dope.
Since growing up, everyone calls me Boobs or Booby.
I'm in on that.
Shows a lot of confidence, and I like
See,
it.
and it's really weird because growing up with the name Peter, everyone just called me Dick.
I call you that for a different reason.
Watch live and on demand at youtube.com/Poppin' Off Show. It's Poppin' Off.
So I don't have a problem with Will Smith being the genie. I have a problem with the way it looks.
I love Will Smith. I think he's extraordinarily talented. I also think he's really funny. Is he anything like Robin Williams? No, and that's okay. But the bottom line is that role is iconic, and unless they were going to make any like super different changes to it, it cannot be redone.
Watch live and on demand at youtube.com/Poppin' Off Show.
Oh, kiss me. We are a hurricane. Drop our anchors in a storm. They will never be the same.
Welcome back into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, hashtag Cori.
Hashtag Corey Bear.
You didn't let me finish the word.
The timing
As
was
always,
right.
50 Shades of Greg.
Did Duke win or what?
They won by 1 point. What about them Blue Devils?
I actually already knew that because if they had lost, I would have known. That was Tequila Ding.
Tequila Ding.
Tequila Ding.
All the way to LA. It's the best for a beat.
Hey, everyone.
We have a tequila ding?
Yeah,
What?
wait. Let's do it. Wait, we're going to do a Tequila Ding.
Oh, okay. Wait.
You ready?
Wait.
Don't
Put it by your
break-
microphone.
Don't break
No,
you
anything.
ready?
Put it by your microphone.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Check, please.
Yeah. I'll have what she's having.
All right.
All right, guys. Let's do some hashtag trending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. We'll talk more about the tequila bottles that we have in here and the tequila that we're drinking and that control downstairs is missing out on.
Oh, sorry, guys. I'll bring it down after the show.
No, that's okay. I think we're good with it.
We're
They
good?
don't.
Oh.
They don't need it.
We're good. We're good
Great.
here.
Great.
All right, guys. So, moving on from the alcohol, the expensive alcohol that we're drinking, to another substance that people are getting drunk off of. Kids are now getting drunk off vanilla extract.
Of course they are.
Kids are always
Have you
messing
ever-
things up, dude.
Have you ever tried to even like lick a spoon that had vanilla extract? It burns.
But have you ever been a desperate kid wanting to get drunk?
No. No, I haven't.
No,
And I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why. Because shout
You
out
were
to my
never
dad.
a kid.
No.
Oh.
I'm still a kid.
Oh, I thought you were born that way.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tattoos
I
and
did,
all.
I did came out with tattoos
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
hair just like this.
That's what I thought.
Colored. This is natural.
Yeah, no, I know.
No. Anyway, my dad introduced alcohol to me at a young age, so it wasn't this like taboo thing. Like he was like, I would rather you know what alcohol is and what it tastes like and how it affects you and stuff like that. And
Right.
not like, oh, you can get drunk at 12 at home or anything like that. But
Yeah.
he would let me a shot glass of beer.
He
to
didn't
try
teach you
it.
a hard lesson. It's not like he brought a girl in and let you get her pregnant, and then you had to like pay child support for years. And then he was like, "See, you've learned your lesson."
I don't,
It wasn't
I don't
a
think
hard
that's-
lesson.
Has anybody ever done that? Greg, that sounds really personal. But anyway, so no, I have never been in the situation where I was so desperate that I decided, you know what, this little bottle of vanilla or extract, let me chug it.
I don't know, man. Kids are messing everything up.
Kids have
Next
been-
thing you know, the vanilla extract is going to be under a lock and key like Sudafed.
Yeah. Well, kids have been doing it with mouthwash for years.
Yeah. They
I
also
mean,
do it with
yeah.
like with bitters. I used to have a server who would ask for shots of bitters because it has like 35%. I don't know if you've ever tasted bitters, but they would
Wow.
just take shots of bitters.
See, so vanilla extract, not that bad.
Not that bad compared to
that
bitters.
bad.
It burns. I was cooking with vanilla extract
In
over
a
the
whole,
holidays.
You just
in a
need, like,
whole
a
cup of
Coke back.
coffee?
Like Coca-Cola back.
Like in a whole cup of coffee? Vanilla extract?
Is that what you're thinking?
I think that's what they're doing.
No, that would make more sense. Or just,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
or
I don't
just
know.
take it like a
if
man.
it's diluted in the Coke, is it really gonna or coffee? Is it really gonna have the same effect as if you just chug the whole bottle?
I mean,
little
I would
bottle of it?
assume so. I mean, it's like a Jack and Coke, you know?
Right. I think alcohol is alcohol, and I think it's like 70 proof. So, like, however amount you get. Like
Wait, it's
that's
70 proof? I need to start
that's
drinking
what the
vanilla
article
extracts.
Said. That's what the article said. It's like
Beer's
70
cheaper.
proof. Well, no,
Beer's
not
cheaper than
70 proof. That can't be right.
70%, so 35 proof?
35 proof. Thank you. Yep.
Yeah, it's nowhere near.
No, it is.
Yep.
I mean, alcohol is normally
No,
40 proof.
I believe 35.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
saying nowhere near 70 proof.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that would be insane.
That would
Yeah.
be insane.
It would definitely be more
It's like
expensive.
Everclear.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Did I ever tell you guys, by the way, I'm really sorry. I'll tell the story really quick. The very first time that I was ever exposed to Everclear. So shout out to my friend Mike, if he's watching. I'm not sure. I sent him the link, as I send a lot of people the link for the show. Mike was actually part of my first radio show that I had at George Mason when I was starting out. And I used to hang out with Mike and Julian and a bunch of our friends and stuff like that. And I didn't know what Everclear was. I just thought it was the name of a vodka. And we were at a party, and I lined up 2 shots, and I poured it in, and he goes, dude, that's Everclear. And I was like, okay, it's just a different name of vodka. And
And then you died.
I took it, and everybody's eyes got really big, and I was like, what? And then I just kind of looked at them, and I still had it in my mouth, and everybody's eyes got really big, and I just swallowed it, and that's when I figured out what Everclear was.
And then you died.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
I know we took another shot, too, that night of that. I don't remember most of it, though.
No.
No.
I believe that.
Anyway.
I first got introduced to Everclear when they sang "Father of Mine" back in like the early
It's a great tune.
It was
It's
a great song. I
tune.
think that's what spawned my daddy issues.
Yeah. That makes sense. It's a great song for that.
Yeah, but kids doing this, it's okay. Happens all the time. Darwinism.
Yep.
All right, guys. So you want to move to the next story? Guy Fieri is opening a new chain of restaurants or chicken strips.
Yeah.
And there's going to be 22 flavors of dipping sauces.
That's the important part.
That's absolutely insane. I like a lot of these dipping sauces. Like, I would be willing to try all of these. If
I
one,
would too.
If one opens close to here, I
Yeah.
say we get a platter for all of us, and we
Yeah.
just get all 22 of them and try
I'd
them.
love to do it.
But some of the most notable I wanted to mention was wasabi honey, which sounds awesome.
Yeah, sounds good.
Donkey sauce, which I've heard before, but I still don't know what that tastes like because I don't think I've ever tried donkey sauce.
I don't know.
Anyway, curry mayo,
Yum.
cumin lime mojo.
That sounds good.
Cajun.
Right.
Yeah.
Garlic parmesan, sweet and sour.
Mm-hmm.
Nashville hot honey. There's a lot of on here.
Yeah.
Habanero hot sauce. It's some normal ones, spicy mayo, stuff like that. But it's an extensive list.
I don't know, man. Like, Guy Fieri spends all this time going around tasting all this cuisine, and the best thing he can come up with is chicken strips?
Yeah.
Like, this is it? That's what you got?
That's what the world wants. They want
Guy
chicken
Fieri is a damn saint.
They want chicken strips.
Sounds
I
delicious.
went and visited Pete in LA, and all I wanted the first day that I got there was wings. That's all.
All right. Well, maybe I just don't want that simple life.
But these are going to be great. No, Guy Fieri in general is like a phenomenal human being and probably one of the hardest working chefs in the industry. I worked with a lot of chefs within my job. And Guy Fieri is one of the coolest people ever. Like, he has tattoos and everything. He's super laid back. One of the best people ever. Like, if you stop by anyone, I want to take a photo with you, he will be like, yes, let's do it right now. And then he will stop and stay in line and do photos of everyone else.
That's
like
nice.
Very cool.
He's such a good dude that I think this is gonna crush it. FKFC,
cool.
F Popeyes, Guy Fieri's chicken is the shiznit. I will put it down now. 22 flavors of deliciousness.
I can't wait to try it.
Yeah, I'm
God
in.
bless Guy Fieri.
We definitely need to figure out where the closest location is going to be to us, and visit this place for the opening. Hopefully, we'll bring it in, and we'll get all the dipping sauces lined up, and we'll just go around. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to move to the next story? Hey, we brought in. What was the chicken that we brought in?
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
Jollibees.
Jollibees. Jollibees.
Oh, you're racist.
I mean, it's fine.
Strong Style post.
I'm just
Strong
saying.
Style. Shout out to Strong Style. He posts about Jollibees like
I know, and
twice
that's
a
why
week.
we love him.
Yeah.
I
Just
loved
saying,
it.
after all of these years of all of this different cuisine, and he decides to open a chicken strip restaurant. That's just my
I get
only
it.
issue.
I get it.
I'm in on that.
All right, moving on.
Can we move on?
No, I'm saying
I want to skip one story and we'll come back to it. Maybe even push it to Thursday. But the next story I want to talk about, because I actually saw this in the store when I was in the store, is so everybody's used to boxed wine. It's very common. Lots of people know boxed
Love
wine.
me some boxed wine.
So Fireball whiskey has now caught on the trend, and now you can buy a box of Fireball whiskey.
Yeah.
Convenient.
You know what I call that?
Convenient.
What?
Depression.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you were going to say convenient.
2
Sorry.
liters of it.
No, like I get some boxed wine, get some friends together, play Tour de Franzia. It will be a blast. You have a box of Fireball whiskey. That's calling for a Michael Jackson moment.
Yeah.
If I can do a call back to Greg's. Like,
Yes.
No, we should not
Yeah.
mention Michael Jackson anymore.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
What if we can we just do like just sound effects? We won't say his name, but can we just be like, can like Greg just like moonwalk across the camera just as we're
Yeah.
cutting scenes? We won't say his name.
No.
Anyway,
We'll just make reference.
so you're not in on. I thought you would have been in on it. I think it's convenient. You put it in the refrigerator or the freezer, and it's just like you just tip the box.
That's
Yeah.
too. No. First, Fireball like gives me indigestion.
Dude, you mix Fireball and rum
Now
chata,
you
it tastes
sound
like
like a
Cinnamon
middle-aged
Toast Crunch. Have you ever had Cinnamon
hate
Toast Crunch?
Like Fireball is one of those things that like I drink it and my entire body says no. Like this was a bad idea.
Have you ever tried the
I have.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch shot?
I have tried Cinnamon Toast Crunch shot. It's
incredible.
still it's so
incredible.
much sugar.
That's a
so
great
much sugar.
That's a great segue into our next topic.
What's our next topic?
Which is...
Oh, yes.
Craft drink.
So, Corey, I wanted to mention this. I don't know if you read the full story. So, a
I read
limited
the
time...
story and the updates.
Limited time beer is going to taste just like a bowl of Lucky Charms.
Segue.
Can I actually?
But here's why I thought it would be interesting for me and you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a brewery in Virginia.
I know, but can I also say that it wasn't meant to taste like Lucky Charms? They brewed it with marshmallows, which I think is beautiful because a lot of people think of beverages as just a beverage. They like it, but the fact of the matter is the amount of time and work that goes into making a unique beverage.
Yeah.
It's the same time and work that goes into making a unique dish of food.
Right.
So them creating something, I think this is great. And it actually sold out. There were people all over the nation that came here to try and get, you could only buy, I think, 6 cans. But there were people that came from all over the United States, and they actually ran out. And the guy didn't expect this much press, but it was a success.
I know.
Wow.
I'm super bummed. When I read the story, I was super bummed that the only way you could get it was from the brewery in Virginia to begin with. And it was almost like it was I think maybe 2 days after you had been in Richmond. I almost said, like, hey, Cori, can you swing by on your way back? Like,
no, I
it was
really
almost
do
a
think
thought.
it's
It
great.
was
I think
almost
it's
a
great.
thought that I texted you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was just one of those things. All right, guys.
But
Can you
listen,
you want to make a reaction after the break? We got to go to break. You make a reaction right after.
I want to know favorite cereal to drink.
Oh, gotcha.
After the break, we'll talk more.
Thanks, Tim. Coming to me, Tim.
All right, guys, coming back after this, we've got hashtag gamer tags. We've got so much more popping off. Guys, stay tuned. We'll be back right after this. Pete's going to say something about not liking to drink stuff that tastes like cereal. Stand by!
In this league.
There are already 3% of baseball players that are android, humanoid hybrids in baseball. You don't think baseball wants to have robot umps? They're going to have them because they're already playing baseball. Sorry. That's the last time I'm going to do that on the show. I swear to God.
They are apparently going to have, the independent league is going to test out robot umpires this season.
The umps should be shaking in their boots.
Saturdays, 2 p.m. Eastern on the Fantasy Sports Network and on your popular podcast providers. Pop, 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 pop. It's Poppin' Off.
They tell you that the movie's going to be over 3 hours runtime. Would you rather have an intermission for you to be able to get up, go to the bathroom, stretch your legs, get another drink, or would you rather just have to sit there and hold it?
I don't normally go see movies because they are really long.
I would love an intermission. It's maybe like an extra 10 or 15 minutes. It's kind of like theater.
No, I think intermissions are stupid. I would watch all 3 Human Centipede movies without going to the bathroom. I'm not going to.
I would go to the bathroom and throw up.
Watch live and on demand at youtube.com/Poppin' Off Show. Pop, 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 pop. It's Poppin' Off.
I want to call him Alex Boob because he told me when we called him, he said I can call him Alex Boob.
Is it true what Danny just said?
Yeah, you could call me Boob.
Okay, cool. All right, well, dope.
Since growing up, everyone calls me Boobs or Booby.
I'm in on that.
Shows a lot of confidence, and I like
See,
it.
and it's really weird because growing up with the name Peter, everyone just called me Dick.
I call you that for a different reason.
Watch live and on demand at youtube.com/Poppin' Off Show.
Welcome back into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, hashtag Corey Bear.
What do I do now? Gregory.
Finch says Greg.
And Motion Day.
all the way in LA is Mr. Pete.
That's me.
Yeah.
So, Pete, we are going to get into hashtag gamer tags, but I did want to let you have the chance to finish your thought that we were saying. I had to interrupt you because we were going to break. You don't like drinking cereal bowls.
This is the most awkward part to start in on a topic that we have in the commercial break. So I'll just call that one out. But no, the idea with it I think is really fascinating. My only question to it, and I'm sure it tastes delicious, but my question is the can in and of itself. They changed the name, but still. Oh, excuse you, Teton. But
did you fart and blame
there's
it
no
on the dog?
copyright infringement. There's
No,
nothing
they did. So General Mills actually did reach out to them, and they said that they were very lenient, and they said that if they do this again, there are certain things that they can and can't say, but they're allowing them to continue. I don't know if they're actually using Lucky Charms marshmallows or if they're just using marshmallows because it's
They're using the
It's
actual
Lucky
Lucky
Charms.
Charms marshmallows, but
Yeah.
on their
You can buy
cans, they have
packages
the
of
Lucky
those.
Charms marshmallows.
Right.
Well, yeah, but
That's
so
what I'm
General
curious about.
So General Mills actually has no issue with them, just as long as the next time they do it, certain verbiage is used.
Oh, okay.
Don't say Lucky Charms. That's the next marketing meeting.
It's actually
Don't.
funny because he said that he tried to tell people it wasn't going to taste like Lucky Charms, so if it didn't taste like Lucky Charms, no one could get mad at him.
Genius.
Smart move.
We need to get this guy on the phone. Tim is downstairs. His microphone doesn't work, but we can issue him orders. Tim, we need to get this guy on the
We can
show.
issue him orders.
We need to get this guy on the show and talk about what flavors he's making next. Because we need to try him.
We'll try to make it happen, but pump your brakes, Danny.
Damn it. His microphone works. Damn it. Anyway, so let's do some hashtag gamer tags. So the first story I wanted to start off with, it was very interesting that came out. The average Nintendo employee in Japan earns $80,000 and works less than 8 hours a day.
Sure.
Okay, but is it $80,000 like as far as $80,000 will go in the U.S. or as far as $80,000 goes in Japan? Because $80,000 doesn't really go far in Japan.
And
I don't know.
Chinese workers work 80,000 hours a day and get $8.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a vice versa kind of thing.
Yeah, it's inverse. So are we all moving to Japan to work for Nintendo?
Apparently.
It's more than I make. Yeah. Sean's coming with us.
All right, let's go.
We'll move the entire show to Japan. We'll all work at the Nintendo company and do the show.
No, we won't. No.
Could you imagine if we all got like apartments in Japan and they were like as big as the studio and then we just did?
It's not going to be the size of the studio. It's going to be the size of that air conditioner.
No, I just meant the apartment. The entire apartment would be the size of the studio.
No, the entire
And they'd be
apartment's going to be the
stacked
size
on
of the
each
air
other.
conditioner.
We'd
It's just
all
going to have
be
a bed.
There-
It's going to be a pod.
They're doing something right because it's like 13 or 14 years is like the actual length of like employment there. Like people are actually staying at this job.
Sure.
Well,
If I was working less than 8 hours a day and getting $80K, of course I'm going to stay at this job.
There's a lot of loyalty in Japan. There's a
Let's
lot.
be realistic. They're not getting $80,000 off the cuff right now. They're not doing it for 13 years. They're making that amount of money.
Oh.
I don't sign for less than 80K. Nintendo, I'm not coming.
I'm just saying, if we go there, we've got to get rid of Cori because she's our firstborn daughter.
Okay, bye.
I mean, those are the rules.
I think that's in
That's
China.
not
I don't,
us.
is that in
That's
Japan?
the Chinese government.
That's
Okay.
That's
We're going
China.
to-
We're going to
Japan.
Japan.
That's fine.
That's
We can
fine.
buy people out of vending machines in
It's
Japan.
fine in Japan. The hosts are robots in Japan.
Yeah,
They are.
and we
got
can
this.
buy anything out of vending machines, like
Yeah.
people.
And panties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and edible panties.
I don't know what's happening.
Apparently,
Gross.
they have a huge market for American pop punk in Japan too. I've been
Gross.
told. I have been told to tour Japan if I've ever given the chance. So it works for all of my careers. I think we should just all go. Move the show.
Okay.
Move the show.
Kingdom Hearts.
I can't afford Japan.
Greg, would you like to announce the next story?
Yeah.
Go for it, Greg.
Kingdom Hearts 3. It's a DLC, and it's coming out soon.
That's a lot of banging.
Why did you make that sound so angry? I wanted to turn the story over to you and maybe possibly Sean downstairs because I have not touched Kingdom Hearts 3, but you guys both have beaten it at this point, or did you held off from beating it?
I am in the final battle with Xehanort.
But here's
I have read what happens, and I don't want to see it happen, so I refuse to finish the game. I refuse.
But no. Here's what changed. My question is, does knowing that DLC is coming out change your idea of finishing it or not? Because you know there's more after it then.
No, because I'm in that final battle. Like, if I finish the battle, then the ending's going to happen, and I'm not letting it happen. I'm not playing the game again. It's not happening. It's not.
Why did you do that to yourself?
I didn't mean to. Somebody spoiled the game for
See?
me. And then
it sucks, doesn't it?
And I just don't want it to happen.
What's up, Sean?
Well, I have a thought to add on to this whole DLC idea.
Okay.
And from some aspects, I do actually like this because this is a raw game, like a raw release of it. Normally, whenever they've come out with re-releases of games, and Tetsuya Nomura, the director of the Kingdom Hearts franchise, has said this before, they're all Final Mix-based content, and the Final Mix stuff was additional content that was added throughout international releases. But this version of KH3 is more based on the fact that this is a raw release, and the content that was initially planned for this game is just getting added on later. And with that in mind, I do like what they're doing with some of it, and some of it does explain some of the events that will have happened within the game, too.
Damn! Oh, snap!
I don't think we can.
We all got served.
There's literally nothing else we can say about this topic.
Killed it.
We've got
I'm glad that we have Sean here.
Scripted for majority of that.
Done.
No,
we're moving on.
It wasn't scripted. It wasn't.
We're moving on because there's literally nothing else we can say on this topic.
Moving on.
So we are moving on.
We don't have to say anything else on this topic.
That's what I'm saying.
Sean.
That's what I'm saying.
Killed it.
Done. Topic done.
Points.
Here we go.
Points. Sean. Anyway, so moving on. I don't know who's pumped up about this, but the new Pokemon games, Sword and Shield. We saw a teaser for
Don't
these
look at me.
last week. You're not excited for Pokemon?
I'm too old for that.
Hey, all F's with some Pokemon.
Pokemon is after my time. Is that how you say that? Yeah.
There's no way. Original Pokemon, there's no way that's after your time.
Oh yeah, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I was born in 1980. I don't know when Pokemon came out.
95? When did Pokemon?
Yeah, I mean, I would have been 15, man. Like,
when did the original Red and Blue come out? Does anybody remember?
Yeah,
anyway,
no, dude.
So
if I was 15, I was off.
The new
stealing
games
things.
announced were Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think they look good.
I mean, they always do. It's Pokemon, dude. Like, with the exception of
So
whatever Let's Go was. It's you know what you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
You mean Pokemon Go? I like Pokemon Go. I still play.
Let's Go, Eevee, and
I like. I
know.
still like.
It's an
Pokemon
ongoing
Go.
debate. We know.
I still
We
like
are
that
aware.
game.
I am just saying that. I'm just saying that
Still
it's
love
not
that
part
game.
of the main. I don't consider that part of the main franchise of Pokemon.
Canon? You working for the
You're gonna
word
use
canon?
the word canon.
Canon?
Canon.
Canonical, non-canonical.
Canon. Yeah.
You got that from Bob's Burgers.
It
It's
is.
not canonical.
It's not canonical.
What do you think, Pete?
They're honestly trying to play off of like what the success that the Pokemon movie is going to have, and I don't think these. I mean,
That's
again,
true.
the Pokemon that we did know, like that's gone, and that's what we're going to see in the movie. But this is like the new gen. This is. I don't think it's going to hit.
That makes sense. Yeah,
I think
that makes sense.
I think Pokemon is it's always gonna hit as long as it grabs the right generation. So I think this isn't for us, but this is for the newer generation to latch on to Pokemon. And I think it's always gonna hit. I really do. I think the new Pokemon movie with Ryan Reynolds is for our generation of Pokemon people.
It is.
I have tons of friends who love Pokemon.
Right.
I do. Yeah.
Like I don't. When we get into the later gens of Pokemon, I lose. I don't under like the Mega Evolutions and stuff like that. That was part of the stuff that I wasn't in on.
Right.
But like yeah, I think the movie's gonna be our generation. I think that's all nostalgia, and I think that's why it's gonna be successful. And it's Ryan Reynolds. So
I just want Pikachu to say the F-bomb once, or I
great.
want Pikachu to murder somebody once.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Anyway, so we only have a couple minutes. I want to do rapid fire on the last two stories. So Rockstar recently said that they're working on Bully 2. But Bully, the first game, actually was a controversial game. It got banned in certain countries because it didn't really promote bullying, but at the same time, certain countries said it did. So what do you guys feel? Have you guys played Bully game?
No.
This was a PlayStation game.
No.
So I didn't play the original Bully. I mean I've watched some walkthroughs and stuff like that, but I never really that opened. I really never played it, but I know about the game. I know what it is. I know how it goes and stuff like that. But
So it just made you feel like bullying was cool. Go, Pete.
No, it's gonna be interesting though in this climate now.
Mhm.
Having the game Bully, because when it came out, you said 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
When it came out, that was I mean, bullying was still going on, but this was like getting back at the bullies that were around you. You were doing all your stuff. Like,
right.
That was kind of in. This is like no bullying. Like across the board, don't even go back to bullies. Don't even retaliate. Nothing. So I'm curious about this game.
What it's going to be. Yeah.
Right.
Me too. All right. So last story. We only have a couple minutes left, or a minute left, I guess. Sony has officially stopped producing the PS Vita.
I thought it was already out of production.
I have
people still
no
bought
idea what you're talking about.
An end of an era.
I have no clue
Is
what you're
it though?
saying.
Portable.
Is it though?
Portable.
I don't know what that is.
PlayStation.
I
mean,
don't know what you're saying.
it's not.
Saying words?
I don't even.
I
consider
had it at one
an
point.
Era.
I think.
Vita?
Vita.
Vita?
PlayStation Vita.
Vita.
Vita. Okay.
Vita.
Like Vegeta?
I know a lot
Not
of
Vegeta.
gamers.
Or like Vega?
I know a lot of gamers,
There's no
and not
G in
one
it.
of them owns a Vita.
I think I had it for a while.
Fajita? Is it fajita?
No. All right, guys.
Oh,
Coming back after
Vita.
this, we're going to wrap everything up, but also we have some very interesting bottles of alcohol to talk about.
The JJ?
For our official featured alcohol of the month. Guys, stay tuned. There's still more popping off after this. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Unfortunately, it's an injury and an IR to Rex Burkhead. I think that clears the way for much increased opportunity for Sony Michel. I think this has just changed from a committee to a timeshare where Sony Michel is like the early down back and James White as the pass catching back.
Remembering guys like Lawrence Maroney, opportunity doesn't always lead to production, but I don't think Michel's going to turn out to be a Maroney.
I hope not, or a Jabroni even.
Weekdays, 7 a.m. Eastern on FNTSY Radio and on your popular podcast providers. It's Poppin' Off.
Dr. Mario World mobile game.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. I would love to play that on my phone. Making it a mobile
I would
game?
too.
This is awesome.
I used to play this on the original NES.
Being able to play on mobile, I think, would kind of open the world for a lot of people who've never played this game to be able to play it because everyone has a phone. Just
Right.
as long as it can run on iPhones or like people who are broken have Androids, then
Was that a dig at T downstairs?
It sure was.
there's only one person that turns our group chat screen.
That's right.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream. In this league.
There are already 3% of baseball players that are android, humanoid hybrids in baseball. You don't think baseball wants to have robot umps? They're going to have them because they're already playing baseball. Sorry. It's the last time I'm going to do that on the show. I swear to God.
They are apparently going to have the independent league is going to test out robot umpires this season.
The umps should be shaking in their boots.
Saturdays, 2 p.m. Eastern on the Fantasy Sports Network and on your popular podcast providers.
Pop, 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 pop.
It's Poppin' Off.
They tell you that the movie's going to be over 3 hours runtime. Would you rather have an intermission for you to be able to get up, go to the bathroom, stretch your legs, get another drink? Or would you rather just have to sit there and hold it?
I don't normally go see movies because they are really long.
I would love an intermission. It's maybe like an extra 10 or 15 minutes. It's kind of like theater.
No, I think intermissions are stupid. I would watch all 3 Human Centipede movies without going to the bathroom. I'm not going
I would go to the bathroom and throw up.
Watch live and on demand at youtube.com/Poppin' Off Show.
Welcome back into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, hashtag Corbett.
Hello.
Says Greg.
Hell. Oh.
Super Greg. Hashtag Super Greg. All the way in LA, it's our best friend Pete.
Oh no.
Is it me?
That's from another movie called Megamind that no one has seen, but you're welcome.
I saw Megamind with Will Ferrell.
Okay, well played. 2 people.
Yeah!
I've seen it.
3 people.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So
No.
we did have to say one thing on a sad note. King Kong Bundy passed away this week.
God damn it.
We're losing a lot of people throughout the year already. Yeah. It's only the 3rd month of the year, and we've lost a lot
to
of
the
people.
worst disease ever.
Which is?
Death.
We don't want to make light of it. It is sad that he passed away.
It is.
We do have this. By the way, we have a really cool picture in studio. It's with Hulk Hogan and King Kong Bundy.
Mm-hmm.
And actually our guy Jeff, who's downstairs.
Yeah.
Jeff and Tim, I guess, were the ones who reminded us. Hey, we have a photo of Hulk Hogan and King Kong Bundy.
Yeah. Cage match
in studio, and we're like, we do. We have to hold it up while we're talking about this for sure.
Yeah, dude.
So I didn't want to make it a sad note, but we did want to at least touch on that. And
yeah.
And I know
it is sad.
Johnny Rico did say in the chat room, and that kind of reminded us that he did pass away this week. So we wanted to mention it, or within the last week, I guess. Yeah, he did pass away. So wanted to at least mention that. It was worth mentioning. He was awesome. He did have a lot. He did a lot. He was on TV shows. Obviously, he was a pro wrestler. I mean, movies. He was in a lot of stuff. I mean, even a movie with Richard Pryor. He was on Married with Children.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff. We were going through it during the break of everything that he was in and everything he was on, and it was crazy. So, anyway, so that is a little bit of a sad note. But moving on to what we have to talk about, this is the featured alcohol of the month.
Ooh.
Would we like to do this at the same time again?
Oh, ready?
Uno, dos, tres.
2, 1.
Oh, don't you break that.
All right, Cori, I'm going to let you take it away, just like you did in the month of February. You did such a good job.
Oh, did I?
That, well,
you sure
did such a good job.
I will say this.
You sure did for the 2 weeks you were here.
The reason that we picked tequila for the alcohol of the month was because of you. You said that our taste in tequila was horrible because I liked Jose Cuervo. Pete liked Patron. Everybody else didn't really say anything because you already attacked Pete and I.
Yep.
So
I think she called it. We had crap palates.
Yes. I believe that's accurate. Yes.
But
It's a
after
crap
tasting
palate.
that, am I wrong?
It's delicious. I will say that.
I don't
So
really know,
take it away. I'd like you to talk about the alcohol of the month, or the featured alcohol of the month.
Cool. So the featured alcohol of the month is Clase Azul. I'm featuring Reposado because it is my personal favorite. Every single Clase Azul Reposado bottle is handmade and hand-painted, so you will never get the same bottle anywhere. One of the things that I like to do professionally is to kind of break the stigma that alcohol is just to be enjoyed to get drunk. This particular bottle of alcohol took over 8 years to make, and that's actually every single tequila bottle out there because agave takes so long to mature. So I don't know. It's when you think of Scotch, like what do you think of? You think of distinguished gentlemen and cigars and stuff like that. Or when you think of like a nice bottle of wine, you think of like a nice dinner and stuff like that. That's kind of what I'm trying to bring.
I don't like Scotch or wine.
Sure.
I don't either, to be really honest with you. But it still brings out those feelings of being fancy and having money. And that's kind of what I wanted to do with our tequila this month. I am echoing. One of the other things I wanted to highlight, and I wasn't able to bring it up, but this distillery has its own charitable arms. It's called Fundación con Causa Azul, and they try to preserve the culture and the tradition behind making tequila in Mexico, and they support the farmers and the agave people. They're actually professional agave pickers out there, and they try to give them the resources and the money that they need to be successful. So this is why I picked this particular tequila. It has a good cause, has a great taste, and it gets you drunk.
I will say this. I like tequila, and this is super smooth.
Yeah.
It's almost
So good.
It's almost to the point that it's dangerously smooth because you could really, there's no bite to it. You could really just drink this.
I know.
And it's that's dangerous. Like, I like tequila too. I know a lot of people have bad experience. Like, I can't drink tequila. I had a bad experience with it. I like tequila. I like Jose Cuervo.
Well, I mean, this is a different type of tequila than Jose Cuervo. Jose Cuervo is shots and margaritas. This is what is called an ultra premium sipping tequila. This is something that, like, you're sitting in a nice tequila bar having some guacamole. Yeah, they're tequila bars. There are a lot of tequila bars in New York City.
Yeah.
And it's just like waterfalls of different types of tequila.
Have you never been to a bar?
To a tequila bar.
You never been to
I
a
haven't
bar?
been out a lot in New York City.
You need to go to a tequila bar.
I don't. No one goes out with me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can't.
I've been to a tequila bar that has over 200 types of tequila, and it's amazing.
That's cool.
Did you take 200 shots? Or?
No. Some of those shots are like $600.
I doubt that.
Yeah, you told us this. By the way, can we mention how much?
I paid for this particular bottle. I paid $150.
Okay.
It's got to last us the entire month of February because I've spent a lot of money recently.
Mm-hmm.
But we sell it for $950 a bottle.
Yikes.
not that bad. It's good. It's worth it if you want to be taller. And it dings, dude. There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, this will be our featured alcohol. The month will be tequila, which is funny because this month actually has St. Patrick's Day in it. So
It should have been whiskey. It should have been Jameson.
We will be taking a break for our St. Patrick's Day show. Our St. Patrick's Day episode will be nothing but Jameson. We'll take a break. And then in May, when we're probably doing whiskey, we will take a break
I have my Jameson too.
during Cinco de Mayo to have tequila. We figured that would be a fair trade. So we'll for one episode, we'll take breaks on either side.
Yeah,
So
we really messed this up.
I blame you.
I am.
The reason we picked tequila was because you got on us about tequila taste.
That's well, we all know Cori makes bad decisions, so I don't know why we were following that train.
Well, I mean, we're pretty much out of time for the night, but I mean, I guess Pete, sorry you can't be here to try the tequila. I will say this, it's very smooth. It's dangerously smooth. You could just drink it.
I would feel so guilty drinking that $150 bottle of tequila. No, I couldn't.
No, you shouldn't, because one of the things that part of my job is to bring to light like the beauty of things like that and the fact that it's quality.
Say what you were telling us. Like every bottle is completely handmade.
Yeah, every bottle is completely
Painted.
handmade, hand painted, and they support this art, this tradition. It's passed down from generation to generation. Like it's not just, oh, this is something we're gonna drink. Like this is the culture of Mexico.
Oh no, yeah, I would feel guilty because I'd want to sit and appreciate that by myself and not down half the bottle with 5 friggin' people in studio off the cuff.
No, it's about sharing.
We're
The
enjoying it
Mexi-
together.
The Mexican culture is about sharing and being together and being a family and being friends. The only way that I would drink this is with my buddies.
Yeah.
Aww.
Anyway.
Where's the song? Sean, get on that with the song. Why can't we be friends? There's a lot of good ones. Tell you about my best friend.
Yeah.
Sean,
All right,
drop
guys.
the ball.
Well, I mean, we're out of time for tonight.
Okay.
I know that's sad.
It is.
But guys,
Now it's
we will be back 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, Thursday night. Thursday night's a very special night because after the show, we will be going to see Captain Marvel. I'm super excited for that. So right after our show, we're going to run to the studio. We're going to see that, or we're going to run to the theater.
I'm not going to
and see
run, but yeah.
that. Maybe we'll run. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we will see you Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Till then, have a great night. See you, everybody. Bye.